Hey, welcome. This is gonna be my short video about Scyl of the Drakes, the new free-to-play legendary that you get at day 180 of playing. She's a barbarian defensive lineup with really good utility. One of the few barbarians who has revive. She has a decreased speed and she has a stun. So, I went into it thinking it would not be a extremely heavy hitter, but she's actually hitting pretty hard. So A1 attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of placing 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, also has a 30% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. You can scale this up to a 40%, and I'm assuming this scales as well to a 50% of placing. Needs 4 books there. Attacks all enemies 2 times, each has a 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. You can scale this up to a 35% chance and get it down to a 3 turn cooldown. Her A3 revives an ally with 50% HP and places a 50% allied protection buff on them for 2 turns. You can get this down to a 4 turn cooldown, so that's really good. And her 3-star Ascension passive, which you open, actually it's really solid. Heals all allies by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Also places a 30% increased speed buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Super solid. So we get her at day 180. So let's jump into how I built her. So I built her into 2 speed, 4 lifesteal, with just ramping up the defense and aiming to get 100% crit chance and 100% crit damage. So I always crit, so I can assess the damage fairly good. Almost at 5k defense and 40k HP, so really good. Not a lot of speed and not a lot of accuracy, so I need to change that up when I get better gear. I've only put 3 books into her. Was not able to get the 2 books I wanted in A3. The masteries I've done are pretty standard masteries. She hits 1 time, so it's War Master. And then I wanted the extra accuracy, an extra boost from the speed set. Also another chance to decrease the turn meter on her A1, so if that lands on the first hit, it decreases a lot. And I went into Arcane Celerity, has a 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expired. So that's her A1 and her A2. Then we went into Speed, because she is a reviving one, so opting out that people are gonna die, which just gives her a small chance to get it faster up. I also consider going Cycle of Magic to get it off cooldown, since I don't have it booked yet. And I also went for this so that you can both get the ally protect for 3 turns, and you can also get her passive. That's why I went for this one, because getting the passive every turn and it can ramp up, it's gonna be really good. Also win with Shield Breaker for if I'm gonna use her in arena or such, since you can decrease turn meter every single A1, and just the standard route down. So I'm gonna be running her in. I'm gonna try her in Dragon 20, Ice Golem 20. I don't think she's gonna do in Spider 20 very well. Gonna try it in arena. She's not kitted for her clan boss, so I don't know why they put this. She can work with this, but then you're only opting for this, and then you have the heal with increased speed. But the increased speed, unless you're running a speed comp, can throw you off. So just keep that in mind. If you're running like me, my CB team are 2 counterattacks, Alton, Draco, and Steel Skull. Steel Skull. So it can throw you off if you're not running boosters, if you're not trying to just stack up rounds and where most of your damage are Giant Slayer and War Master procs, then it can throw you. Then it can work. But if you're running a solid comp where you have nothing getting out of turn, it can throw you off. So this is the team I'm currently using for Ice Golem 20. It's a solid team. It works. Still trying to figure out how I can like cheese even more. Was running Savia, but considering she does not to use her A3 when there are poisons, she just flat out starts with it. I found out that she usually didn't kill the minions to the Ice Golem, so I opted out of that. Was running Ithos for a while, but he doesn't use his A3, and my Ithos is built for A3 in Arena, so that didn't help. I mean, I can try and run Nethril instead of Miscreated for the stuns, but Miscreated also brings a chance for decreased defense on A1 and such. Sargala doesn't work here. Royal Guard works, but isn't optimal because you need a strong team to keep him alive. Elenarl could work with her A1 and A2 and A3, but I would assume, I haven't run Elenarl in a while, so I would assume that would be kind of like running Savia, only that Elenarl would proc more often since she's in weak affinity. So as you can see, the first wave goes fairly well. So a 78k crit from Altan. So this, if you stop here, this is usually where people have problem. Is these two, since they put up reflect damage. So this is usually where people have a struggle at Ice Golem 20, and this is where people lose allies. They lose a lot of time. And this particular stage, usually first wave, the boss goes fairly easy, but the second wave is where people actually don't work really out. You can see that 54k hits on her A1. So that's the reason I run Madame Cerise in my Ice Golem team. I wasn't using her before, but when I got her fully booked, fully mastered, fully geared and all that, I thought to myself, you know what? I'll just put it in there. I didn't look it up or get help to fix my Ice Golem 20 team. I just probably spent 4k energy swapping out one character. So I started with okay, I wanna use these people because, you know, first I ran in here with only legendaries and thought, you know what, legendaries are the best. They're gonna work perfectly. It's gonna be smooth sailing. But Raid is a game where it's gear over champions a lot of the time. You can have a rare, you can gear that rare out. That rare can do better than a legendary with shit gear. So that's why I've had Scyl for, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe. 1.5 weeks, something like that. And I haven't built her because I was looking for gear. So I can see Scyl just did a 75k crit on A1. So you have decreased defense, weaken, up on the boss, 54 crit. So she really is a super heavy dealer, and with better substats and stuff, I can actually opt into more crit damage. I was lucky with her necklace. So her necklace actually got a triple roll on crit damage. So I'm actually running a defensive necklace on her right now. So as you can see, with a stop at wave 2, 2 minutes 44 seconds, she did 1.4 million, second most on the team. Almost 800k healing. Nobody died, so she didn't need to revive. Usually I lose Miscreated Monster at the boss, since he throws up his ally protect, and then the Ice Golem does his big smash. So he wipes him out completely, and then she gets him up again. We will look into the dragon next. Mm. No, we can aim for a slower run. So we can do this. Just try aim for a slower run. Not sure if this is gonna work. Haven't tried her in Dragon yet. So for those who don't know, that's what I'm talking about. As you can see, the Scyl did her A3 first with no debuffs on them. So I'm waiting for them to fix a lot of AIs, which is gonna improve really much. So Elenaril and Savia both do their... Elenaril has her Combust skill, which removes poison and then takes all the damage from poison and do it in one blast. And Savia has the same thing. I would have liked to see a Void Tractor with this, because that would be super good for Spider, since Savia can get a weak hit, and once you get the weak hit, it doesn't proc, so you just get a flat damage from A3. So a Void version that could explode would be really good. So we're gonna come up to see her use her A3 soon now, either this turn or next turn. Yeah, here. And that's Dragon. So she held up fairly well. She actually healed the same as the damage she dealt. So I mean, she's a good support character. Good damage. She has CC. So yeah, I'm not sure how she's gonna work here. Probably not good at all. Probably ain't gonna work at all, to be honest. So for my this looks so dumb. But I am not. I haven't used so much time as I'm going to into specific champions, so I want to be able to do showcases of champions with rares and epics, and not do like this where I run 5 legendaries, because I mean, some of you may have Valkyrie, since the event was just, or the 10 times was just for her, and you're all going to get her. But I mean, it's dumb. I could swap her out for Steel Skull or something. But I mean, that's for another day. You gotta lure. I'm gearing up to take the place of Lysandra. So I'm working on some minor tweaks to make this more viable for the regular user. So as this is Force Affinity, she's gonna get a lot of weak hits, most likely on her A2 and A1, so you won't see the stun proccing. And I haven't got it booked, so it's not a high chance either way. She doesn't have enough accuracy for it to be accurate either. So I'm waiting for good AC gear with speed substats, so I can swap out my speed gear. So it's a shot in the dark, but it should get there. So 42 seconds on wave 1. For comps that are not using Battle Khazar with Savia and stuff like that, it's a decent time. It's not amazing time like some of the nuke runs or nuke builds that people use, but it's pretty consistent once I get to the boss, since Lysandra and Nethril are gonna keep the boss at bay with turn meter, so he shouldn't have a single turn once the shield's down. So as you can see, it's just CC. I don't think any enemy has done any attacks as of yet. Just to ramp them down with CC the entire way. So we're going down to 4 if Scyl does any other build. Okay, yeah. Hopefully she does. Yeah, so that's the shield down. Okay, so Lysandra used her A2 on that run, which is not super good. She used her A2 again, I believe. But that's shield down because of the counterattack. And now the boss shouldn't get a single turn. There we go, decrease turn meter again. Lay poisons. Way too soon for Deadly Catalyst. There you can see the Valkyrie just got the speed buff once it became Scyll's turn. There, the speed was given to Lysandra. Let's see if we get another rock of it. Yeah, went to Lysandra again, 3 turns this time. As you can see, the boss has only had 1 turn. There, the turn meter goes down. Now Deadly Catalyst finishes off. So, I mean, it's a 3-minute run with 1 off affinity. And like the King Hell Hades says, flat stats in the bin. So, there we got that removed. Ah, this guy's such a pain in the ass. But we can try. So we want to run him. We're actually gonna be grabbing Miscreated and Madame. So to Arbiter, everybody gets her when the mission's done. Scyl, you get her after 180 days. That's why I feel comfortable using those two, since you're gonna be getting her. Okay, didn't pop that off. Gonna try round 1, see if we get 21k on her A1 with decreased turn meter. That can proc twice from her mastery as well. Super good. So I mean, it's a decent hitting A1. Don't get me wrong, it's super good. Here again, increase our attack, increase our speed meter, try getting a stun off, get 2 stuns. We're actually gonna go. Nethril's a huge pain in the ass, almost died completely. So they're gonna get a turn before me, so just out to kill him. They get 1 stun off there. Gonna be putting that on, removing all their shield. I want to remove him. As you can see, I procced a double decreased turn meter on him. Got another stun off. Gonna try and decrease the turns. They got block debuffs. Shed Fear. Decreased turn meter. That's not good. Gonna just work him down. There we go. 26k A1. Only 106 crit damage. Work on that. See if we can remove that. Got removed, so I'm gonna try for this again. Got the stun off. Worked super well. Could not remove her shield though. Again, increased turn. Everyone got healed. She got a speed buff, so she just went way up in speed. Got another decreased turn meter. She has high resistance for that. That's kind of high resistant, because my Madame is at 300 something accuracy just for arena. Then of course we gotta see how good she is in a 1v1. Okay, it worked. I was not so sure it's gonna work, but you know, it went according to plan. So I'm actually gonna I want to work on a few different like troll videos. I have I'm working on just a troll arena team where I use four Rain Beast. And I'm just gonna try and put the battle on. Oh shit, we didn't get it. Fuck, that's bad. Put a battle on auto and see how long it takes. So she's probably gonna die now. Decreased a turn on everything. He got his block off. Okay, but we can kill him. Got an ally. No counterattack this time. Got one stun off. Got two stuns off. Remove turn meter. Or decrease turn meter as it's called. He got the speed this time. So yeah, we're gonna... Are you kidding me? Of course, yeah, the fucking fear on him. Okay, got his heal off. That's no bueno. Got the weaken off again. Can't wait. Yeah. Sit down. Decrease turn meter. Decrease turn meter. 21k hit. Got the fear. It's procced. That's another game. So I've noticed a lot of people opt out of fighting Miscreated and Skullcrusher, and I see it. If you don't have, if you don't have Madame or Arbiter or someone that can remove the debuffs, it's gonna be super hard. War Chief can remove debuffs. I could actually try him. He's not even 60. I don't think he has a lot of speed either. 147 to... Nah, he's shit build. But you know what? We're gonna... Rasen doesn't have any books. Not a single book on him. Because I already had so many decent champions that when I got to him, I didn't see a reason to book him. Okay, there we go. That. Then we can... Don't know what the skills do anymore. I want to decrease their turn meter. Yeah, we got that off. That's good. Then we can remove the debuffs. Increase the speed once again. Work on Miscreated. 30k crit. Then we want to... Only 12k. I need better gear on him. Decrease the turn meter. Okay, that's good. Just went from shitstorm to it's probably gonna work out fine now. Remove some more turn meters. As you can see, super high accuracy. Trying to remove the last. Yeah, removed it. Also got a fear placed on him. Try and get it. Did not get a weaken on him. Try and get 2 stuns, 1 stun. Or kill them. So yeah, there's a lot of like tweaks to be done here, but as you can see, those are the only 2 really good, really built, and she isn't really built. But 143, 141 heals, super good. Overall, I'm super glad I pulled her, and I got a lot of shit for saying that I was happy I pulled her, because people were saying, What are you supposed to be using 2 in arena? No, in arena, what are you gonna do with them? Well, why do you want 2? Are you just happy because it's a free book? They were saying that they would be devastated if they had pulled it because Yeah, they pulled a book, but what's that gonna help when you could have pulled a good legendary? You know, that could have been a Martyr, that could have been a Bad Owl, that could have been a Prince Kaimar, you know? But they don't see that a lot of min-maxing and maxing now comes from actually gaining glyphs. So by doing that, by having two, my faction wars team it's gonna be Valkyrie, Altan, two of her, and then Vala. And that just makes it so my faction wars team is gonna be really, really solid. That's bad. And she removed everything. That sucks. I need to get her down. Of course that fucking landed. Okay, that should be her. Okay, so then we're gonna go for him. As you can see, she's fairly tanky as well. She was built to, you know, she's gonna take a hit. She isn't just gonna roll over and die, you know. Decrease the turn meter here. Nope. Really didn't want to see that. Okay. No decrease turn meter. Jeez. Okay. Now we can do it. Damn it. Okay, this should be it then. Yeah. Up. I mean, as you can see, I mean, the number speaks for himself. It's a passive that's so far healed for 100 and... I mean, the passive and that she's in lifesteal gear, 150k. That speaks for itself. So yeah, let's take her into 12-3 Brutal. We're gonna see how she fares. Gonna be faster with books. With books, her AoE, this skill right here, is gonna be a 3-turn cooldown instead of a 2-turn. No, instead of a 4-turn. So it's gonna help a lot, but she's gonna keep giving the passive to herself to always give increased speed. As you can see, increased speed once again. Increased speed. She didn't get it there. She got it there. She got it there. 26 seconds. Can be faster. Still, super good. For a free to play. Can be a farmer. And this is with gear, the gear for dungeons and arena as well. Put her in full speed gear. Get her to take 2 turns. It's gonna be even faster. So there's a lot of cool things you can try and do with this character. So over to my grade haul. I spent around 1200 gold medals last night getting these up. So I'm gonna get this one to 6, this one to 6, all of these to 6. Then I'm gonna go for percent HP all the way up to 6 on those as well. And then I gotta find out what I'm gonna do after that. So this is it for me. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment for improvements. This is my first video where I've used a video editing tool device as well. So feedback, positive, negative. What do you want to see? Is there any champions I might have that you want to have a guide on or something? Let me know, comment below, leave a like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.